Welcome back to 1.2 Brain Cells Podcast.
Yay!
Hola, hola, I'm Nati.
Done it.
Yes, welcome back to this week's episode. How are you, my sweet love?
I am good. Funny enough, I realized when we were doing a weekly catch up in the last time I recorded, I forgot to mention that I started doing my own nails at home. This hand is better. Yeah. Míralas,
I've seen him in person
míralas.
and it's pretty good.
Again, I am a noob. This is only my second set I've ever done. There's definitely quirks to them, but I'm liking them. I'm liking them. I don't hate them. They the length I want. The shape is not perfect, but again, I'm happy. And the style I can't even hello concentrate.
I
The
was,
actual
I was
painting too is
gonna,
pretty good.
I was gonna say I said this to you, but I'll put it on the
Yeah.
pod because then te comprometo más. Once you feel
No.
confident enough to do it for other people, I would never. So listen, I've
I
now
wouldn't be
become
able to
so
charge you.
committed. I, Baby, I'll pay you one way or another. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
Um, hmm, what was I gonna say? Coño, you made me lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I am definitely one now that would never cheat on my nail
Your current nail
stylist.
tech? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't, but I would cheat on her to see how you do it. Granted, I'm not gonna sit there and expect you to like be doing Picasso on my nails. No, no, no. I understand that you'd be a beginner. I just want like I want that little bonding moment. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, you're the second person that has started doing their nails.
Yeah.
My friend Ashley, who she's a girl on the team,
Yeah.
and we're really close. We've known each other for some time now. And she does her own nails. Mind you, she does a phenomenal job. She does a really
Ooh.
good job. Her designs are real cute and everything. And I told her, I'm like, Ashley, me and you, boo boo, I'm gonna pull up one day. And again, it's not necessarily like, oh, I want to save myself. No, no, no. I will happily pay whoever, whatever I pay to my girl, I'll pay you. I just want that little bonding moment when you're doing my nails. And then when people are like, "Oh, I like your nails," I'd be like, "My friend did them for me," but no, she don't do them for anyone. It's just like
You
it's just
listen, we barter. You just bring me a Cadobo bowl and listo.
bet bet that I
Bonding.
okay.
We have din din, we have nails.
I'll
Purito
bring
little
you
babe.
my mom's arroz con leche and Cadoba.
Okay, now I am gonna hold this against you. You know how I get with that arroz
And you
con
know what?
leche.
And that I think that's a good time because it gives you a time frame because my mom usually makes that more in like the fall or winter.
Yeah.
So you have until the fall if you for you to
Okay.
get comfortable
Now
doing someone else's
now
nails.
I gotta get on my actual shit. Okay. Listen. Again, margaritas arroz con leche. I'm not gonna do a shitty job I couldn't possibly do a shitty job or like like now that there's something worth on the line, I need to
Okay.
deliver. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you like the fact that I've set like a standard and a goal, or do you think that's just added a pressure that you don't want?
It's pressure I didn't want, but that's okay. That's okay. Because
So
I
then
was
let's
going to
listen.
do my darn
The
hardest for you
arroz con
regardless. But
right.
now I'm going to
Let's
be
see.
extra strict with myself. So,
No, 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 no. Let's
oh,
remove
yeah,
the
too late.
pressure
Yeah,
because
too
it's
late.
still
We
okay.
have, no,
You
it's
will
okay.
still get
It's
your arroz
okay.
con leche. You will still get your arroz con leche, but it's not dependent on when you do my nails, okay?
You spoil
Okay?
me.
Because this is
You
supposed to be
spoil me.
fun. I spoil you? Okay. Baby, let's pick up those standards, babe. I can't be the shitty guy. What was it? Okay, again, this is a tangent, but we'll count this as my random thought. Um do you remember the time that we went out to eat and I was gonna treat you, but then I couldn't find my card, so then you gave me your card for me to pay, right? Not really, but it was just like you handed it to me. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, not me being that shitty boyfriend. Where not only are you paying, but to make me look good, you're giving me the I felt horrendous. I was
And
like,
I'm like, it's okay, baby. It's the thought that counts. You asked me out, and did you at least drive, or did I drive?
no, you drove, bitch. That's what made it
You
worse, girl.
you picked a place though. You did the mental load. You know.
I don't even think I
Listen,
did that.
only with you do do my standards not exist because everything you do is perfect.
You're so sweet. Yeah, no, that's so funny. What's
That
your
was
random thought of the
hilarious.
week? Because I like had something, but it was very minimal. It was really just I recently got the Google Watch. Um,
Yes.
and I'm in love with it. It's great.
Yay. I'm glad it's working out for
However,
you. Mm.
my random thought was, and I think we've kind of discussed it, but I hate how incorporated AI is to things right now, or like those, or even not just AI, but
Yeah.
also the Google Assistant, like assistants, like Siri,
Yeah.
all that. I hate it. I've never been one to use it. I've never used it. I don't like it. Um, and the watch, it there was like multiple steps that I had to do to turn off some Google Assistant stuff. I'm like, listen. I just need you, my workouts, count my steps, let me see my messages. You will see me like this messaging on my thing because it's big enough for me to type, but
Okay,
my fingers
abuela.
are, I've seen, no, it's not the blindness, my thumbs are too big.
Ah,
Um,
you got some
yes,
man
yes, yes.
hands.
I got some big hands, which I've some people like. Anyway, yeah. It's a benefit. It's a benefit, but it's
A
also
double-edged sword.
like it is. It is. I've always been on the, oh, I don't like them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm currently appreciating the fact that I have big hands. I'm like, yeah, baby, I got big
Look
hands.
at
Don't you
you. Look at
worry.
you using
I'm
them.
like thriving, bro, thriving. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, but the whole Google Assistant stuff or the whole those assistant series, I hate them. I hate
Yeah,
them.
I really
If
want
the
like
robots ever come
I
for me,
like them
they feed me.
for the core basics. Like, hey, my hands are dirty. Call this person. Send this message when I'm driving. Right, things like that. I don't want anything more than that. I don't want the AI. I don't want the suggested test. I don't want the tracking and then the promos and like, oh hey, because you like this, here's this. Do you want this? Are you interested in this? Would you go to this? Don't do that.
I
Turn
was
the
gonna,
fuck off.
I was, I was gonna say. Even for me, like the whole calling thing doesn't work because I have the silly names or things that just don't make sense as
Oh
contacts.
yeah.
Because, for example, my mom for a long time was so hard. The one that I would struggle with is my car because my
Uh
car
huh.
back when it had many functions, I would press a button and be like, "Who do you want to call?" And then I'd say, Ghostbusters." No, I'm kidding. I'd say, my
Good
mom,
one.
right? I would say my mom
Yeah.
on my phone is mommy with hella eyes, right? So then I'm like, call mommy. And they'd be like, calling mammy. And then, but it wasn't mammy. It would grab
Okay.
Manny. And I'm like, that's not what I
Mm.
said. And so
Mm-hmm.
then I started doing where I had to like delete, I don't know how to say this in English. Like say, not spell out because it's not letters, but like I had to say the phone number instead.
Okay.
Yeah, like deletea, You know what? I can't speak right now. But anyway, I
Dial?
had to do that. And I used
Okay.
not dial because I wasn't dialing it with my fingers. I would say the phone number like one,
Okay.
687, whatever the fuck. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I don't know what
yeah,
we're
and so
trying to
that
reach
was
out.
annoying. And so I was like, this
Hmm.
is stupid. So not a
Interesting,
fan.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
that was my
mine does a decent job of I'd be like, call what the hell do I have here? My little
my little
cheeky, and then last name
oh
is
yeah.
Dicky. So
Yeah.
it's funny
Yeah,
when
I'm on
I got Manny as Glove Bitch, right? And I'd be like, call Glove Bitch. And they'd be like, calling Glove Bitch. Wine emoji, fish emoji.
I love that. Yeah, no, you're my
Mm-hmm.
little croissant. You're my little
Mm-hmm.
croissant, which I quickly learned. I'm like, it's fun, but it's not fun because to me, you're my little croissant. So whenever I'm
Ah.
like, call my little croissant, and I'm like, no, it's call my little croissant. And I'm like, it's not.
There's
I
no
don't like it.
whimsy in that one.
No, there isn't. There isn't. Or
I
like,
mean,
for
you're still
example,
calling me a croissant,
Manny.
but
Uh,
you still calling me a croissant, but go ahead.
because you
Give me up,
buttery
baby.
and flaky. Delicious. I was gonna say another
Especially when
example
you
is
do
like, for
that.
example, Manny on my phone is spelled as Manet. And I'm like, how would I like, that's the
Yeah,
literal pronunciation, Manet, but my phone was not picking up Manet.
I see, I see, I see.
Yeah. My vernacular does not work with my phone.
first world problems though.
That ass. What is your random thought, my love?
Okay. Watching a show, right?
Okay.
Don't matter the show. The point of the context though is because this person was of someone of power. They had a royal food tester, i.e., checking their food wasn't poison. Now, on one end, this gig pretty sweet, right? You getting paid a lot of money to just eat some food. On the other hand,
You might
you
die.
risking your life, yeah, over a bite of food. Like you willingly putting yourself through this. Would you take this job? If you like again, like you broke, verge of like homelessness and on the street kind of shit, and you get
And the pole ain't an
stacks on
option.
stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. The pole,
It's
like
not the. I
I guess,
want
but
like
you not
the
making
one thing
money
on the
like
pole.
that, baby, huh?
Damn, they don't want this
You
flat
not
ass.
like they do. You gonna make money, but like your
I'll
life would
make
be
more
so
money.
much simpler, right? You because you're not working. You ain't dealing with these crusty, dusty, gropey, nasty ass men with their crusty fingernails and shit, right? You just gotta eat some food. You dress nicely. They clothe you. They bathe you. They house you. You just go have a little snacky snack every once in a while. Pay you
And I might die.
money. You living, yeah, you
And they
living in
can't save
luxury.
me. Like, let's say we find out, like, they're like, damn, that was
I
poison.
mean, you wouldn't it would not be the main concern, right? It'd be like, oh shit, assassination attempt, protect the princess or whatever, right? And then they'll be like, look at you and be like, oh, she's still alive. Let's take her to the infirmary, right? Or like later they come back and like, oh, she didn't make it.
I feel like there's multiple soldiers or guards that one of them can't care
But again,
for.
because if you are not the priority, my love. The priority is getting the one who was attempted to die, attempted to be assassinated to safety, and figure out who the fuck is poisoning the food.
Good
You
money.
know, real good money. You living in luxury money.
I'm gonna be able to afford the bread and the beans.
Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, the salt too,
Oh, not the salt.
and
Okay.
herbs, whatever herbs you want.
And a cow.
Yeah, you can have a cow, baby, and chickens,
Okay.
even
All
chickens,
right.
baby.
Oh my God, that's a lot of eggs.
Hmm.
I guess then, yeah, I guess I'll sell out and take it. Would you take it? Well, I should be like, no. Sets me up just to say no.
I don't know because each single bite, I'm like, I could die right now. I don't think I could go through that every single damn day, multiple times a day.
No. You don't think that it'd be like, oh, I'm gonna savor every bite of the. Wait, you only get one bite though. You don't even get the whole meal.
Well,
Do you get your own plate?
you get no, so it's like the Royals plate, and you sample everything that's on it.
I guess. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like your hypothetical, but I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes, okay? I think I'm gonna
Mhm.
say no, only because, like I said, each fucking snack, I'm like, I might die right now. Num 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 num. That's just stressful, baby.
Even if you're dirt
Like,
poor, you rather hit the pole.
why is my pole the only option?
Well, that's both of our only options. It's either the pole or a food tester.
Well, no, you asked
You
if you
said
could
we
do the
down
poll.
bad.
That's you said you asked if you could do the poll, and I'm like, you could, but you ain't gonna be anywhere living as nice for as
No,
much money.
I said, is that my only other option? That or the pole? I'm like, is the pole not an option?
You could, I don't, whatever other job you could try to do, but again, you dirt poor and you don't have
So for you, you'd rather
any.
say dirt poor? You can't even afford the idea of a bread.
I think, I
You
think
can't even live
as
next to something that smells like
it
bread.
has to be like it has to be my very last resort. Like
That's what I'm choosing.
I can't find work nowhere else. I have nothing to sell, trade, or bargain. I have nowhere to assist, like, like nowhere to, like, even grunge work I would
Ni vender
rather
culo.
do than this. Even vender culo before I do this. If none of that happens, right? None of that. None
No
of
one
that
wants that.
happens. Yeah, then I'm like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, give me the spoon. But
Okay.
I'm a fight to
This stems
not
from a show.
do that. Huh?
This stems from a show.
Yeah, because it was funny the show. So like the girl was about to have her food, right? And she's new to living in luxury, and they're like, oh no no, like we need to sample it first. She's like, what do you mean? And she's like, in case it's poisoned. And then the food tester comes in, and he sits down. And he's like, hello, like I'm your food tester. I actually love this gig. You guys have some really good food over here. And he takes a bite and is poisoned.
He died.
I actually don't know what happens to him.
I think he died, babe.
Most
The fact that
likely,
we
you
don't
don't
know.
you don't see him again. And honestly, now you mentioned it, she did have another tester later. But yeah, so I'm like, that man was so happy with his job. Y míralo ahora.
He got replaced, which makes sense. They can get any dirt poor person. You know what? I changed my answer to no. I'll be
No.
a pretty. Yeah, now that you mentioned that he wasn't like, even taken care of, or not
So
even taken
you
care of.
you
They
gonna
didn't even
starve
see
to
him, and they
death?
just is it an excruciating death if I'm poisoned?
That's I don't know. It depends on the poison, right? Some knock you out instantly. Some is bleeding out to death. Some is shitting
Do
yourself to
you
death.
die starving? Do you die starving, or do you die having had the last taste of good food? My fat ass wants to say I'd rather have the last taste of a good food.
When you put it like that, baby, it really is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we have our answer then. Look at that.
There
Look
you
at
go.
that.
That's
We are
funny.
we are
Uh,
so food motivated. Get the fuck out of here.
We're so sorry. I'm shifting positions because what's it
Okay,
called?
Ariana.
My back is killing me. You get to a certain age, oh yeah, that's so much better. What's it called? I don't know if that's a better view for the audience. I don't know if the audience knows what's
Yeah.
going on and
If you can stop moving the camera, we're great.
huh?
Just stop moving the camera and we're gooch.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure that it's whatever. I also felt like I'm low key giving cam girl with where I'm located.
Next thing you know, you're gonna set up, you're gonna start crying and be like, you know.
My
And like
apology video.
influencers set up a cam. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's giving right now. Like you just on the floor, mad sad, and you set up a whole camera just to cry in front of it. I hate that shit. I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
lie. But
no, no.
anyway, so
So,
my
what-
random thought then sparked this topic, right? Which is, what are you willing to do for your job, essentially?
okay,
Okay. Because there are levels to it, right? Like
not much.
there are some things you put up with because that's just like the norm of it, right? Like a chatty or
Yeah,
annoying coworker, a kind of nosy
yeah,
boss, like very minor things where it's just like it's not impacting your day to day, but every once in a while you're just like, ugh, right? And then there are things that you put up with the money, right? Because maybe it's like slightly longer days, or maybe it's just like a really far commute, or
yeah.
I don't know. That's what we're gonna talk about, right? Like, so
I think a
yes,
good
discuss.
example. I think no, this is great because, for example, when in
Yeah,
my current work. I work corporate, right?
yeah,
There isn't much that I would sacrifice in extreme forms. Like, obviously, working a few extra hours for overtime makes sense to me. Or, for
yeah.
example, I'll even work a few extra
Excuse
hours
me.
because I know a work has to get done
Mm,
for month-end closing or things like that. Yeah, I would say things like things that are like they're a minor inconvenience, really.
mm-hmm.
Um, Faux show, faux show. Uh, the only so then the following extreme that'd be like, oh yeah, no, I would sacrifice crazy was back when I was a nanny, I would have given my life for those kids. And I feel like that's extreme. Not every kid that I've nannied, but well, actually, no, almost every kid except for one. For one of them, I would have been like, "Ooh, fuck!" Like, I'll get injured, give my life. Ooh, fam.
Interesting, interesting.
Actually,
But I
no.
feel
Even
like
putting it like that,
mhm,
like, I feel
after that
bad
kid.
for the kid.
Okay.
I feel
But
bad
that's
for
also
the
interesting,
kid.
right? Because I also feel like not that it's I'm not saying that's normal mentality, but it's also like kind of what the job comes with, right? Like you are entrusted with these kids' lives and it is your responsibility to make sure that they
Yeah,
are safe and secure. Now the chances of their life being put at risk, we have to give yours up, is gonna be extreme, but also like it's not so out there for this specific job where your life for the job, there's some realm of understanding, right?
yeah. Yeah, but no, like literally, I always used to like, or whenever people be like, "Oh, do you enjoy your job? Or do you like, how do you like this family?" I always brought it down to, I love this little girl or little boy so much,
Right,
I
of
would
course.
give my life for them. Which is also another reason why I used to tell my mom, I'm like, how much more am I gonna love my own children? This is scary because like I really love this kid, and I'm supposed to love my child more. That's too much power on one little human. Like, I don't like
That's a
it.
funny comparison. But okay, let's break it down to normal. Let's keep it like corporate
A
level
mid,
or like
a mid
regular,
level.
regular 9 to 5s or part-time jobs kind of type shit, right? What are some things that you're only gonna put up with, and because you're choosing them as like normal? I want to say, I want to say, annoying
Incompetency.
coworkers are part of it, but they're. I have worked with people that are so annoying, it makes me want to quit. But at the same time, it's
I
like you're not
will,
gonna like every single person you work with, right?
I will say that in the current workforce that I'm in, the
Yeah.
biggest thing that is something that I put up with that I don't like that I have to, but I will and I would not put up in
Hmm.
my normal life is dealing with incompetent people.
Yeah.
And having to explain things to said incompetent people. I would not do
Yeah.
that on my regular
Especially
basis.
when you're at the same level and it's just like,
It's even worse when they're a higher up because I'm sitting here
mm,
like, you're getting
mm-hmm,
paid more than me, and I
mm-hmm,
have to explain this to you. That's the upsetting. Like that used to irk me, but I have to put up with it. Like I will put up with it.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going, okay, so what now, what if, because I wanted, this, the point of this episode is to see how far we're willing to go with it, right? What if a
Okay.
majority of the office is incompetent people? Like, let's say like there's one good manager that understands a lot of their employees are incompetent, and so they got to bring your ass in because, you're going to get it done. But now almost everyone you're working with is incompetent.
Am I getting paid a lot?
Nope. Not to
No.
say you're not getting. Wait. Let me correct myself. You're getting paid a fair price for the job, but it's also the same as everyone else. Like you are
Wow.
happy with the income you have for your job description. Like before you found out everyone's incompetent,
Am I working
when you up,
remotely or in office?
let's try both. Okay, you are fully remote, so you don't have to deal with them through Teams, emails, maybe a phone call
Oh,
or meeting.
yeah.
You're putting up with,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
I'm
okay,
happy. I'm happy and comfortable with what I'm getting paid. What are the
yes.
vacation hours? Good vacation hours?
Yeah, the package and the PTOs, benefits, all
It's
that.
all
Like
good, but it's remote.
before you met the incompetent people, understood this is going to be working with, you were happy with the deal you got, and it's remote, so you were really happy. And then you start getting working, and you realize that everyone is stupid, right? And you want to bring it up to your manager and be like, hey,
Not even one smart
um,
person.
yeah, and your manager, right? That's why like you try to bring it up to your manager, be like, hey, so the current staff we have, and he's like, I'm really depending on you, Natalie.
But it's remote and I have good vacation and I'm getting paid well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably
Okay.
put up with it.
Okay. Great. Okay. Now, same
In
scenario
office? No.
in office, not even hybrid. Like you get an upstudy every 5 seconds. Susie's like, I have another question.
No, because I worked fully in office and not
Okay.
no, not everyone was incompetent. No, but there was like two or three. Y ellos me tenían el fucking huevo hinchado. Que like I think back to like for example the job that I have now and having to deal
Yeah.
with those three people again and I'm just like ooh, it was the beef that I had with these people was crazy, bro. It would me hervía la sangre, me hervía la sangre.
Mm. Okay. But being only dealing with them virtually makes it manageable for you.
What do you mean? Like having
If
been
you're
those
because
three only?
no, I'm saying like because you're fine with the scenario if it's fully remote. So only dealing with them virtually makes it manageable for you.
Yeah, because it's virtual. It's through a computer screen. So if I'm like, you can be talking to me and we don't have the camera on, and I may have like, oh my goodness, yeah,
Okay.
that's completely fine. But like I'm raging in the back, that's fine. In
Okay,
person, where
that's
I now
fair.
have to also
You have to
control
check
my
your
face,
face now.
and not only that, but I know that your stupid face is down the hall. No, I can't.
You know there's stupid faces there.
Because like again, so for example, in that same example, there
Yeah.
was just three people. I even think about it like having three super annoying coworkers or people you
Yeah.
have to deal with. Fine, I'll put up with that. But now everyone, and it's just me and my manager dealing with all
Yeah.
these Tweedledees and dumbs. No,
Okay.
no. You? How about you?
Okay.
You keep
That's
throwing at me.
fair.
How about you? Reverse the question to you.
I think you make a fair point, the whole like having to check your face being the difference because maybe I cannot for the life of me to check my faces, right? And so I will get a talking to from HR frequently if I was doing that in person. So I was like, why would I do this to myself? And dealing it with remote, I don't know because while I wouldn't have to check my face, I still like I'm the kind where I'm not going to constantly picking up the slack for other people. I'll probably do it once in a blue moon, right? Because at the end of the day, race me a gun. And if I'm the one to do it this time, okay, cool, I'll do it this time. But I can't be doing it all the time, right? Because then that's when I'll be again, I'm like, no, either we hire competent people or I'm out.
Well, here's my thing, right? Because I feel like there's such thing as dumb coworkers or dumb, incompetent coworkers
Mm-hmm.
versus you having to pick up the slack. Because if I have to pick up the slack, the answer is straight up no.
Okay.
Because
No,
if
because I
everyone's
mean, like,
dumb and I now have to take care of everything, no, so then I'm not getting paid worth the whatever. We're all getting paid the same, but I'm picking up everyone else's slack. No, that is not the same. Versus
okay. Because you just
I
have to like, you have to like really explain every detail of them.
Yeah, I'll try and re-explain everything 1,000 times over having
Okay.
to pick up slack. Because I feel like picking up slack is like a whole other ball game.
Fair point. Fair point. While I do see the difference for me, it's still like extra mental work that I'm doing because of this job. And that's I'm just like the mental workload, regardless of we're all doing the same amount of physical work, I still need to repeatedly explain to you your fucking
Yeah,
job.
that weighs on you
I'm
more.
yeah, exactly. And so for me, I'm like if I would need to be extra compensated. Like I can't find out we're all the same. No. I wouldn't. That's why I'd be like either we get employees that know what the fuck they're doing, or I'm looking for a new job.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
But
fair.
it would take me a while to get to that point because again, like we said, it's fair pay, good benefits, and it's fully remote. In
Yeah,
person, mm, I'm throwing myself out the window. You know,
that's
the
funny.
second, like the third time Susie comes back to my desk with a knock knock question, I'd be like, Susie, get the fuck away from me. Turn around, walk away.
Um, yeah, no, no. That's what I'm saying. In person, I couldn't. Online, I can.
Yeah,
Online,
yeah,
I'll like because we'll end the
yeah.
call and then I'll just go like punch a pillow and then I'm like, all right, we're fine. I can't punch a pillow in my office. They're gonna be like, oh my God, she's crazy, and then they call HR on me.
Facts. But yeah, if it's just like the one, then I'd be like, this is normal office shit. Ah, it's fine. I can ignore it. But if I'm surrounded by them, then God help me. God help us all. Um,
Fair.
A few moments later.
Um, yeah, no. So what was the next topic on, or what other scenarios are you gonna put me through to see if I'm gonna take it or not?
Um, what else did I have on there? I don't
Um,
remember.
you had so you inconveniences you'll excuse as a norm, and then
Mm-hmm.
inconveniences used for pay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I'm only assuming is like bigger salary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which
Correct,
I feel
Linda.
like I answered because that was my first question. Like, am I getting paid more?
Yes. I'm trying to think of what else is um things that you put up with at a job.
I'll say, okay, curious for you.
Yes.
Would you put up with, let's say you work for a place that initially, you were just working from home. Let's say it's a hybrid schedule, sometimes in
Uh-huh.
office and all that. And then
Mm-hmm.
they switch it to almost fully in office, like just one day from home. Would you put up with that? Great benefits, great vacation time, amazing pay,
Define
but you now
amazing.
have to go into
Like fair value or over fair value?
overfill value.
Okay.
Like let's say salary wise, the market is like 70 and you're out here making like 95.
What's a commute?
But you have New York.
Don't
It's a
do that
lot
to
of
me.
fun actually.
Don't do that to me.
I
You know I hate the city and commuting to the city.
So it's a no? You don't want that
It's
95K
a no.
boo-boo?
95K is not enough
Get
to
a
go work in
month
New
and a
York for
half of
me.
vacation. You get
I'm assuming
6 weeks
pay.
vacation.
I'm assuming
Obviously.
pay.
Yeah, and that's apart from your personal week and
Are
your
my
and your
coworkers
peak week.
great? Do I love my boss?
You like your boss. Coworkers are kind of eh.
I really
But you
hate
also
commuting.
don't have like an intimate relationship with them. It's literally just work.
I really hate commuting. Oh my God.
Ya te la puse fea, no? Huh? Because
No,
in my
you
head,
really
I'm like,
fucking
yeah,
did. You really fucking did because not only do I hate commuting into the city, I hate being in the city. So now you're telling me I'm working there and I
really?
had to pay him
Imagine a
taxes.
lot. Yeah, no, you have to do the double tax, like the double tax work for your stuff.
I already hate doing taxes.
Yeah, doing taxes right now sucks for me.
I don't. I don't think I can. I'm repulsed right now at the idea of commuting to New York.
115K.
You said 150?
15.
50, 115, 115, 150 for like the same level of job that I'm doing, like not a manager or some shit, just basic.
Yeah. You don't have to manage anyone.
Ah!
So
This is
funny because to me,
almost
I'm
as
like, yeah, sure,
this
whatever.
is almost as bad
And
as
I
that train
know,
scenario.
and you know what? It's so funny because I know the reason why this is also more triggering, or not triggering, but like more of a mind boggle for you is because there's
Mhm.
also the socializing aspect of it.
Ew. Ugh. The way this is just the thought of doing all that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Also,
I
turntables.
feel like I'm whoring myself out right now, taking
You
this job for the money and going all the way to New York for it.
Mind you, mind you, I didn't even think too much on the whole like what I eat food tester thing. I'm like, damn, it's either the poll or food testing. I guess I'll do it. Like, what am I whoring myself too out? Like, I'm a fucking job slut. Like, what is this?
That's what it feels like right now. Because each scenario, I was like, okay,
And you have
stay in the bus
and you
with all
have
those
one
people waiting in line, the crowds, and then the office, and the coworkers, and the socializing, and
and
the
you
ducking.
have that one coworker, Linda, who's always all up in your shit.
No. No.
You, I
No.
lost you,
I'm mis
Linda.
I'm miserable there. I'm miserable on the way there. I'm miserable while I'm there. I'm miserable on the way back.
You wouldn't put up with Linda? She doesn't bug you all day. She'll just like at least once a day, she's gonna come say something.
Once a day I have to deal with a no. No. I'm that's like nonstop depression for what?
150K.
I love Edgar, bro.
Well, this answer
This is
there.
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I feel like I'm really just whoring myself out here for this motherfucking job because you just keep adding, just you keep throwing money at me, and I can't. I'm struggling to say no.
Because that's what the thing you said. Inconvenience is your excuse for pay.
Mine really is socializing. Goddamn. 150K.
Because I'm trying to think what would be mine. And I think for me, it's the like, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like the idea of the fully, like, or only one day from home. But like,
Yeah.
would put up with it for 150K. And even the Linda lady, like I'm really trying to think. The only thing I think that would be a big stop for me is if I have to work crazy hours, like more than 45 hours a week. I think 45 hours a week to me is already like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not do
Um.
more than that. Like
Okay.
if that demands
Question.
more than you,
Question.
no.
Do I have my own office or corner space, or am I like side by side cubicling this bitch?
Well, cubicle's more private than open space.
No, I know, but there's still people walking all around me, which I really hate.
You're not a manager?
No.
Baby, you're gonna have a bit more of a cubicle. You're not gonna have an
Okay,
office.
but am I is it like a corner cubicle, or like I said, am I constantly just people walking all around me?
You can book. I'll do like how my job does it. You can book the cubicle where you want to sit.
Like that.
Actually, no, you can't book because if you're going that many days, you have a set spot. You might get a corner space. You might not. You might just get your cubicle, but your cubicle's enclosed, right? I'm thinking back to my first job. I had my little closed cubicle that felt like a little prison, but it was fine. Would
I
you
can't do
decorate your
it.
little cubicle?
Yeah, when I had a cubicle, I did. I can't
No.
do it. I can't do it because is bad. Like 150 puts me at being able to tolerate hybrid, right, with the cubicle and people walking around me. Or 150 has me deal with New York commute, but I have my own personal space. Now you tell me I have no personal space and a New York commute for 150? I can't. That's not enough for me. I'm miserable. I'm too miserable for 150.
But like, no, never mind. I was gonna say, nothing because that would pinpoint around the area you're at. So no. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I honestly, for me, I think the only thing is having to work crazy hours. No, that's it. I don't like the idea of that. But besides that, no, I would happily. I would actually be excited about the 150 and having to go into New York and I'm not excited about Linda, but like I'll put up with Linda. It's fine. For 150.
Okay. Okay. Although you seem pretty turned off with the incompetent people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you throw in common ooh, but 150 though.
Uh-huh. And I
They're all
throw in, they're all like, let's say it's a team we use, and they're constantly like, so how do we do this again? What's the vendor number for this one? Or where's this invoice? Or like, did we do this? Did we do that? Do we need to do this? When is that due? When is this due? Is this due already? Did we pay it?
this is a I don't know. I feel like I've dealt with that. So to me that's not
But that's every
incompetent.
day.
That's just working.
That's everyone around you every single day.
I've been through that.
And then to the point where like they'll like, oh, I messed up on this again. I'm sorry. And so you'll be like, you know what? I'll correct it. I just yeah, constantly.
No, I won't
Okay.
correct. I'll be like, you fucked up, go fix this. Go.
They fuck it up
Even
again.
if I have to correct them every week. Go, go, go fix. I'm not fixing for you. Go fix.
They fuck it up again. And they're like, can you just show me how to do it like one more time
No,
every
no.
week?
We have videos. We have videos. Go look at the
Okay.
videos. Because
Okay.
I've dealt with people like that. So I've
Yeah.
found like solutions. And so at that point, I'll be like, they we've showed them videos. They have axes. They fucked up all this.
Hmm.
You need to let them go.
And the manager's like,
I'll
we
make it
can't.
my manager's problem. I'll be like, nope, sorry, can't
Okay.
be me.
Okay. Like, what if you're in a team where one person's always fucking up, one person's late with everything, one person's super slow?
That's our team.
Yeah, is you four?
What's my fault? I have to have a fault.
You work how you currently work. I don't know.
I take
Huh?
too many vacation days. I take too much vacation.
Yeah, and so
Um,
when you leave, when you do leave, it is you come back to an actual
no, no,
clusterfuck.
no, 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 no. See, you triggered me there
To the
because I've
point to the
worked in the
point
place.
where you actually are concerned for taking time off because you know it's going to be that much worse
No,
when
no,
you
I
come back
couldn't do it. I couldn't
for
do it.
150.
No. Give me my 100K with competent people. I'll take it.
Okay, and the commute to New York.
Yeah, I do that now. I'm fine.
True, true, true. Okay.
Interesting. What I was gonna say, the last one you have here is what would make you quit? What would push you to the point of quitting?
You tell me we have to go work in New York.
Only New York or any other spot in Jersey?
I
You have to
think
go to work in Philly.
that's far. That's like an hour, 2 hours
PA.
sometimes.
PA. Let's not say Philly. PA.
Okay. I I think I can cap out at like a 40-minute drive each way.
My love. You ignoramus. What do you mean 40 minutes to PA? What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying no, no, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can only cap it like whatever job I'm willing to tolerate a 40-minute drive each way. So if
Oh,
it's gonna be in PA, that's easy like 1 to 2 hours, right? With traffic, that's
even more
because
with
it's
traffic.
1 to 2 there, 1 to 2 back, plus the time spent at work. That's 8 hours. We're at fucking
Yeah.
12 hours for just your work a day. Half your day spent on this motherfucking job. Not including the time you wake up and get ready.
You won't have time for anything. As someone who worked somewhere that it took me up to 40 minutes to 50 minutes going home sometimes, and
Yeah,
it mostly going home. That was the longer time. Yeah, no. I was exhausted. I can't. That's
yeah,
why like for me I really after this like as crazy as sometimes my job might get, and like I
yeah.
do see little teeny tiny pink flags that are starting to arise, I'm like, I'm really happy with the
Okay.
current schedule I have. That I am very much, I'm like, it's okay. We can make this work. We're gonna make it work. And I tell my coworker all the time, though, like we worked in the same company prior, and it was a shitty company. And then
Uh-huh.
he's been here for some time, and I told him like you've been spoiled because when I hear you complain about things, I'm like I've dealt with that all day, every day, and I was working in the office the whole time. Shut
Yeah.
up and enjoy what we have because we are currently under King Midas's touch. Like it's perfect. Like shut up, stop
Yeah.
complaining.
No, commute is really like the breaking point for me. Because honestly, micromanagers, can you put up with them?
I've had to. I would
Same.
choose
That's what I'm
not
saying.
to.
When I haven't had to deal with them in a corporate sense, but I remember the when I had I worked part time at a spa, right? And my manager was epitome of micromanaging to the point where he would check on our cameras to make sure we were getting our tasks done.
Reverse, reverse. What did you say?
When I worked at a spa,
Epitome? You mean epitome?
epitome, epitome. Epitome?
Spell it out.
It's spelled like, is it epitome? Okay, epitome? Epitome? I've definitely heard both.
I've never heard
Epitome?
of epitome. Epitome, I've heard many times.
Epitome? Epitome?
Is this
I'm
what was
seeing
the
them
word?
spelled the
Woo with me?
same. Yeah, woo is me.
This is your woo with me.
This is my woo is me. So it's epitome. Yes, epitome. That's correct. He is the epitome of micromanaging to the point where he was checking the cameras to make sure that we were doing something and that things were getting done.
That's
Right. And
crazy.
he'd call and be like, hey, like, you guys' attention's been sat for like the past hour. What's going on? Right.
Damn.
Um, and to the point where he wouldn't be like scheduled to come in or anything. There'd be no notice that he was going to come in. I would just finally come in and he'd be like, I just want to see how things were doing. And he'd just sit there and just like tippy tap on his computer for like hour, 2 hours, and be like, all right, guys, bye. We're like, why the fuck did you even come in? Right. And I've dealt with
You
that.
wouldn't deal with
And
that?
I think I could put up with that for again, fair pay.
Word.
Yeah.
No, I think I would like, let's say if I have to pick between like, for example, the 95K versus the 150K, and the 150K has the epitome of micromanager. I would pick the 95 with not even like laid back manager, just like a manager that sometimes micromanages, sometimes doesn't. Like overall balanced manager. I'll
Okay.
take the balanced manager. I'd take, yeah, because
Nah,
I've had the
between those two
micromanager that I
options,
can't
I'll take the 150 for the micromanager.
really, no.
Yeah,
I've
that's
worked with
60K to deal with one
micromanagers that
annoying person.
can't.
I could do that.
But there's a difference between one annoying person and one annoying person with authority, with the being your authoritative figure. Because I'm like, yo te tengo tan metido a mi culo. Like, I can't do any, like,
Yeah.
not that I can't
But
do
my thing
anything,
is,
but
it's
like,
like I know I'm a good worker, and so like he's gonna be annoying and the shit. But like end of the day, like I'm doing my job well, and there is no actual
it don't
reason for
matter.
me to
Even
stress.
if you're
No,
doing
I
your
again
work,
I've dealt with him. I know, and he's gonna, and it's gonna be 1 year, in 1 year, not the other. That's so I'm like I will take the 150 and deal with that. I'm like
no, see, I
let
feel
him
like that
complain and complain and
I
complain. That's fine with me.
I would get easily rage baited by them. Like, no, I cannot. I cannot. Ugh, no,
No.
no. I've dealt with them, and I'm like, I'm
Hmm.
good. Like, I meant no. I hate it because
Because
my my biggest
I'll see
thing.
it like a second job, right? Between like from 95 taking the extra 60K to deal with the micromanager. I was like, pay me 60K to deal with them. That's fine. I'll see it that way.
I'll say I know one thing for me, job wise, I can never be pushed to the point where I dread going into the office every day. I cannot.
Yeah.
I
That's
cannot
how
work
I
on my
would
day.
be with a commute to New York. That's what I'm like,
See,
I
no,
don't think
see,
there's
that
enough
would
money
be
for
me
that.
with a micromanager. That would be me because I'd be like,
Mm,
oh, like
interesting.
have to go and
Interesting.
report to that. No, no. I mean, are we surprised that I have a problem with authority?
No, we're not.
No, no. And then
Are we
not only
surprised? I have no
authority, but
problem
now you're
ignoring it.
shitty authority. I'm like, now you're shitty authority too? Oh, please. Because if you're, I've worked under good managers,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, you need me to stay an extra half hour? Yeah, I got you. Don't you worry. Oh, you need me to do? Yeah, I got you. Don't you worry.
Mm.
But the minute you suck, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? No, no,
Nah, I have
no.
no problem just ignoring them or just dealing with them. So,
Interesting. This was a good topic, my lovey.
thank you.
Any closing thoughts?
No, I feel like people just need to realize what they're
I'm not,
willing to be paid for, essentially.
yeah,
You can't pay
what
me
they're
enough to
willing to
commute.
do for the job.
I mean,
Yeah.
there probably
I will
is,
say though,
obviously, there is a threshold for like an obscene amount of money, right? Like at that point, I was like, you could hire two people for what you're paying me to commute. That would be my selling point.
yeah. But then I'm also like with my obscene amount of money, you don't have to work there for that long. You save. And then you just deal with the bullshit for like maybe 2, 3 years. And then after that, you're set.
Mayhaps, mayhaps.
Yeah, I would take it like that. But again, it has to be like disgusting. Like I'll be disgusted
Exactly.
when that. Like that's my check.
Exactly. Exactly. This I'm like, you're making me
Damn,
want to go to New York at this
that's
point, you know?
disgusting. Oh my God, give
Yeah,
it.
like me commuting would be me paying back the dumb check I'm receiving. Like this shit's so balanced right now.
Oh
That's
my
how much you'd have
God,
to pay me to go to New York, or have a
that
commute over 40 minutes.
that's so funny. No, this was good. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I was able to put because you were putting me in many corners. Granted, it's very easy to put me in a corner. Like I'm like, oh wait, no, what am I doing? Like, and you're not even pointing the knife that much at me. You're just kind of like, what happened? I'm like, no,
It's a
like
spoon.
yeah, yeah. No, tampoco tanto. But I was gonna say, but it was funny to be able to turn, but I turned with the machete. I was like, damn,
You
what are we doing?
did. I'm like, yo, relax, relax. You're bringing in the heat, and this
It
is just
was
for funsies.
It was funny because I took out you thought it was gonna be a hand thing, but every time I took it out, it was bigger and stronger, and you were like, "Wait, whoa, hold on." And this now, I thought I had an escape here to the side. Actually, no, we're in a box. Like, what is going on? I'm glad I put you there. That was good.
Hmm.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a fun topic. I was gonna say, if you guys like these topics, and enjoy our little silly goosiness, we drop a new episode every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spotify, on YouTube, on iHeartRadio, on any streaming platform you think we're on, we're most likely on there. Um, Please comment below. What would you put up for a good pay, or what would you put up for work? What would make you quit?
Yeah.
Have you had experiences with any of the situations we described below above? Would you be the food tester or would you hit the poll? Which one is it? Which one is it? No judgment here. Maybe we'll all be on the poll together. It'd be like that. While you're commenting, if you want to be a guest, please message us, and as long as the three of us agree, you are more than welcome. As you're messaging us, you're also probably going to see we have a TikTok and we have an Instagram, which is at 1.2 brain cells underscore official. Check out our stuff on there. Check out our old stuff. We have a lot of funny old stuff.
Yes,
We've
and we
been
will
we've
soon be
been
coming out with new.
yeah, and honestly, like we look the same as we did about a year ago, so it's about the same thing. Um, no, I mean not you because you have short hair and I have highlights, so maybe not fully the same, but the fountain of youth stays with us. This was because people like be stretching their skin. That wasn't supposed to be. And I take it back. I take it back. I'm gonna leave it in, but I'm gonna take it back. um, yeah. That being said, toodaloo,
Ah, toodaloo.
hugs and kisses.
Not for me.
Bye.
Bye.
That's funny.